What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to yet another video. So today I wanted to go over this specific slab right here. So if you guys remember, a couple months ago I actually had purchased this from SD Bullion, and I kind of wanted to reflect on how this has done over the last 3 months or so since I purchased it. And I've seen a lot of comments lately regarding the video when I was talking about it and when I was unboxing it. So if you guys haven't seen that video yet, I'm gonna put that up here in the top right for you guys. But I really wanted to kind of just go make this quick video just going over kind of the performance of this slabbed coin and kind of just doing a quick little self-reflection on, was this purchase worth it? So we're gonna go over that here in today's video. So let's get right into it. All right, so just a quick recap before we get into whether or not this was a good purchase. I kind of wanted to, like, why did I buy this? Again, I want to talk about that for just a second here. I bought this because it was really a gamble. And I said that in previous videos. I said that this was going to be a purchase that, was kind of I guess, a low risk, high reward kind of outcome. And as far as I was concerned, because if we look at a comparison here, I'm going to just take this other American Silver Eagle here. And if you look at the two, there's hardly a difference. If we exclude the year, this is obviously a 2025, but if you look at the obverse and the reverse, they're virtually the same. Now, if this was a 2024 one, literally the only difference between these two is this little tiny star right under the "In God We Trust" here. If I can get that to kind of reflect a little bit better. Otherwise, these coins are the exact same. So, why do I want to, why did I purchase a coin that looks exactly like the American Silver Eagle? Because typically I would not do this. But, this was a gamble because I was taking a bet that the Star Privy, which has not been done on an American Silver Eagle, with the exception of I think it was back in 2020, they had that the V75 Privy on the World War II one. But otherwise, this was just something that I was kind of just going to take a gamble on. And again, I'm not going to get into the explanation behind that. I put that in the other video. But for today's video, I just want to explain, why did I buy it, and how is it performing compared to what people have said? Because I've gotten mixed reviews on it. People were positive about it, and there were a lot of people who were negative about it. And we're all entitled to our opinions and everything, and that's totally okay. The ones who were negative about it, it wasn't gonna influence my decision on purchasing this. I had committed to this well before those comments even came about. But I wanted to see, I want to kind of share this in real time with you guys to see, was this a good purchase? So I'm going to take just a quick screenshot here on SD Bullion. I purchased this so you guys can see what we're working with here. So I purchased the slab for $208.32. And so at the time, this was back in October, that is how much I paid for this slab. So realistically, the only thing we got to do is just see how much it has changed in value since that time. Now, I'm not going to try to guess I'm not going to really reference the spot price, because in a numismatic kind of concept like the slabs here, you don't really kind of go off of the spot price in these situations as you would with these. You really just go with the value of this, because this is technically, I guess, a collectible. So we're going to kind of look and see here where we're at since we purchased it back in October. And I did register this on the NGC registry, so I have all that information up there, including the serial number there, or the certification numbers. You can see that they are going to match what is on your screen here as well. So I put that in well before I even uploaded the first video, and I did this because I wanted this, because this was my very first slab, and I wanted to see, number one, I wanted to get this into the system because I wanted to start doing this if I ever collected things. And secondly, I saw that there was going to be an option on the NGC site to potentially show a price guide for what this could be worth. And I was kind of hoping that it would show that, but even to today, you're seeing the screenshot right now, it doesn't have a price guide available. So there isn't any way for me to reference it based off of NGC. So the best way that I can value this is by actually going to the only place that I could find any website that was selling these, and that's kind of the big one that a lot of people are probably going to look for on, is on eBay. So the thing that I did with eBay was I looked back, and you can do this too, even today. I mean, I'm recording this on February 4th, 2025, so you guys can go and do this yourself. If you know, I'm not just making up screenshots. This is, you guys are going to see, like, you know, what it actually looks like. So you can do this yourself too. But I typed in Star Privy 2024 Silver Eagle Black Core. So to get a good comparative analysis, you know, there's only so many of these made, and a lot of them are in the white cores. So I have to reference the black cores when I'm doing this kind of comparative analysis. So if we look at all the prices and everything on eBay for what they've sold, there's only 7 of them that show up on the site that has actually been sold and completed in the, you know, in the format that we're looking at. So if we just run the quick math here, you know, before I do that, going back, I did see throughout the months of like November and December, I saw a lot more of these black cores being sold. I don't know why they're not showing up right now, because there are a couple from November that did sell that we're going to reference here. But if we look at what it shows on eBay, there are a total of 7 cores within the last few months that have sold. And if you do the quick math, we're looking at a total of $392.77 for the average price of one of these slabs. Now, I think that $500 one at the top is skewing it just a little bit too much. So I think that in a fair estimation, I would expect these to be around anywhere between $350 and $400, because back in November and December, when I was actually seeing a lot more of these being shown up, they were selling for about anywhere from $350 to $400. So I think that's a fair kind of price range to place this slab under. So if we just take the numbers that we see on eBay, doing that $392, I think that's a little bit on the high end, but it's still within the range of what I think it's to be estimated into. So if we look at what I purchased, I'll show you guys the quick math here on the screen. The $208.32 to $392.77, which is what it's selling for on average right now. This slab has increased its value by 88%, roughly. So right now, to keep it simple, I bought it for around $200 and it's selling for about almost $400, give or take, right? So, you know, granted, this is only 3 months in or 4 months in, I'm not exactly sure how. I think it's about 4 months now, almost 4 months since I purchased it. I mean, it's done pretty well, to be quite honest. If we're using those numbers from eBay, I know it's not a huge amount of data to really get a good estimate on, but I think it is fair, because while you guys don't see it, I was tracking it pretty heavily throughout the past few months, and on eBay they were selling for around $350, $375, even $400. So I think that, you know, was this a good purchase? I mean, yeah, it basically doubled its value. You know, I don't know if it's going to continue to increase in value like this, or if it's just going to fall off. I mean, I don't know. But, you know, for at least where we stand at the 3 to 4 month time period, it was a good gamble. I mean, anytime, you know, if you buy this for $200 and sell it for $400, that's pretty good. It's like buying one of these for $30 and selling it for $60. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's done pretty well so far. You know, I wanted to make this video because I recently was getting a lot of comments from that one video, and I just kind of wanted to maybe, you know, put my money where my mouth is, more or less, and just see, you know, was this a good purchase? Because if it wasn't a good purchase and I actually lost money on it, I would still be making a video today saying, hey, you know what? I bought this for 200 and it's dropped down to 150. This was a loss on my end, but it's so far it's holding up pretty well. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Do you think that this is going to continue? Will it keep going up? Will this maybe fall off? I mean, I'm not seeing that many of them sell as much as it did in the beginning. I think people were just maybe flipping them pretty quickly for the hype, but let's see if they maintain their value over the next 3 to 6 months or something like that. So maybe we do a follow-up video again. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see if something ever happens, if there's any news about this or something crazy happens with this specific slab. I'm not exactly sure what to expect, but again, this is why I just wanted to do a little quick analysis and compare how it's done in terms of its performance. And so far, I was right in my guess that it would actually increase. So, but we'll have to wait and see, guys. I really don't know. But that's pretty much going to do it for today's video, guys. So let me know in the comments down below what you think. Would you have purchased this knowing the information you have today, or would you still have not purchased it? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye, guys.